guys, welcome back and happy Friday. First I wanted to apologize for the poor audio in the last video. And I can't guarantee that this one's going to be any better because I'm in my car again. But I just wanted to say, you know, a lot of prepping channels lately have been talking about the possibility of nuclear war. And it's not just because we all need something to talk about. It's because the mainstream media, our government, foreign governments, people are actually talking about it. So we're going to address the issue. But what if it's all just a ruse? What if it's all just fear-mongering? What if this is just another control method? So over the last 2 years, basically, we've had fear, deadly virus, it's gonna kill you, don't go outside, don't hug your grandmother, don't go to work, cover your face, don't touch anything, wash your hands, sanitize, fear, you're gonna die. Basically, that's what it's been for the last 2 years. Well, year and a half. I mean, it's really eased up. I live in Florida, so it's basically been business as usual. But I know a lot of states, people were in a constant state of fear. And guess what happened over those last couple of years? The government was able to implement all sorts of control measures. They were able to change your life, make you do things that you might not have been comfortable with. And I'm going to say that fear is a very, very powerful tool. People will do things that they may have never done because of fear. Propaganda, fear-mongering, it's a great way to get people to do what you want them to do and to be able to implement laws and regulations, not even laws, just mandates and regulations to get people to go along with the plan, basically. So what if this whole talk of nuclear is just another one of those? Isn't it convenient that we just kind of rolled from one crisis into another? And when one of them started weaning off and people started being less afraid and less easily controlled, that we roll straight into this new possible threat. And there have been conflicts in the world before. There have been invasions. There have been all sorts of things. And all of a sudden, this one is huge. This one could go nuclear. This is going to affect the world. And I understand why. It's because a major world power who has nuclear capabilities is involved in it. But why did it go there so quick? And why is everyone talking nuclear now? You know why? Because it's the scariest darn thing that could possibly ever happen. I mean, nuclear war is so scary that I get comments all the time saying, I'm not even going to prepare for it because if it happens, I'm doomed. I'm just going to die. There's no point. The world's not even going to be worth living in if it does go nuclear. And I understand the sentiment. I'm still prepping for it. But what if it's all just fear-mongering? What if it's all just the newest control measure? Do you remember in the book 1984 by George Orwell? I don't know if you read it, but if you haven't, you have to read it again. There was something going on where all the people were in basically a heightened state of awareness all the time because these sirens would start going off and everyone was supposed to duck and cover, get in the buildings, take cover. The Eurasians are attacking, or I can't remember if it's the Eurasians or the other side, but basically they were in this constant state of be ready to get down because they're going to attack at any moment. And the people were incredibly malleable. They were incredibly obedient, and not only because Big Brother was spying on them all the time, but because Big Brother had this control method of fear. What if it's just something like that? I don't know exactly where I'm going with this, but I did just want to address that. Is this the next thing that we're going to hear about for the next year or two, and it's never going to come to fruition, possibly. I pray not, that we never actually go into nuclear war, but they can constantly hold it over our heads that there is that possibility, and you better do this or you better do that, or we're going to change this law, we're going to rush in this mandate, we're going to take away your freedoms in the name of safety. It could all be a ruse, and it could all be fear-mongering just rolled out to control us. And I'm not talking about just the United States, but the world. Because the whole virus thing wasn't just one country, it was the whole world. And this is a worldwide thing. Joe Biden talks about it himself. The New World Order. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy theory. They actually have plans to do this. And they're going to roll from virus to the nuclear threat to what else? It's going to be something else next. So, I don't know if that reassures you at all, that maybe we don't need to fear an actual nuclear threat so much. I'm going to prepare for it regardless, but we shouldn't be in fear. Just prepare. And that's about all I have to say today. You guys have a good weekend. Happy Friday. I'll see you in the next one.